As many of you know, my dad was not a big fan of pomp and circumstance. For many years, he chose to spend Veterans Day alone, silently reflecting on his experiences as a prisoner of war in the lives that came and went in German camp Stalag Luft 4. It was decades before he could talk about what he endured at the hands of the Third Reich, before he and 9,000 POWs departed for a 600-mile march that would last 86 days. But as years passed, he found the importance of sharing his memories as a teaching tool to the students by using day-to-day examples of how his love for learning more than once saved his life.
To those of us who serve with Marty on the city's Veterans Board, some words Ronald Reagan said actually in 1984 come to mind. He said, "An admiral stood on the bridge of a carrier watching the planes take off out into the darkness on a night combat mission, and then found himself asking, where do we find such men?" Of course, the answer, where we found such men, is in individuals like Marty.
Inside, I talked to the students a little bit about how we are in a very difficult time in our nation's history with the economy, with war, but yet at the same time, there's a great sense of hope and optimism and engagement in civic affair, with people waiting 4 or 5 hours in line to cast their vote, regardless of candidate, and wanting to turn America back into we instead of I. Well, Mario DiMeo did not need an election to have that feeling. He lived his life that way, as did many of his generation, the greatest generation. Mario understood his commitment to community and family.
The family that we have gathered here today, we're happy to have you here and to honor your father and your grandfather for all of his good deeds and for all that he has done for us, both as a veteran and as a Melrosian. And so today, we're here to remember a man who, like the school behind me, symbolizes family, country, and community.
The Melrose, we hereby name this flagpole the Mario DiMeo flagpole.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see.